You're doing this right now, at this very moment, and it's slowly destroying your memory. I'm 82 years old. I've watched brilliant minds crumble. Sharp people become shadows of themselves. But here's what nobody tells you. It's not age that kills your brain. It's 4 silent assassins. And you're feeding them every single day without knowing it. My neighbor Sarah was a mathematics professor, sharp as a blade at 70. By 75, she couldn't remember her own grandchildren's names. Friends, write in the comments where you're watching us from, and hit like if you want to know what's most unexpected. The first killer is sitting in your living room right now. It's that glowing rectangle you call relaxation. 4 to 5 hours daily. That's average screen time after retirement. People think it's harmless entertainment, but your brain isn't resting, it's suffocating. Like a muscle that stops moving, it begins to wither. Television is mental anesthesia. You consume but never create. No effort means no growth. No growth means death. I watched Sarah's transformation begin with morning talk shows, then afternoon soap operas, then evening news marathons. Her brain was like a garden where she stopped planting seeds. Only weeds remained. The science is terrifying. Passive consumption literally shrinks your hippocampus, your memory center. But here's the twist. Just 1 hour of active thinking daily can reverse this damage. 1 hour. Read something challenging. Have a real conversation. Solve a puzzle. Make your neurons fire like they're meant to. The second assassin is invisible, but deadlier than smoking. It's the silence that surrounds you. Retirement strips away 80% of your social connections overnight. Colleagues vanish. Children get busy. Neighbors become strangers. Loneliness doesn't just hurt your heart. It attacks your brain with the fury of a disease. Harvard's study of 12,000 people over 20 years proved it. Isolation increases dementia risk more than cigarettes. But why? Because conversation is like CrossFit for your mind. It activates language, memory, emotion, and reasoning simultaneously. When you stop talking to people, these neural highways become abandoned roads. They crumble. My friend Robert was a brilliant engineer. After his wife died, he spoke to maybe 3 people per week. Within 2 years, his sharp wit became confusion. His stories became fragments. His memory became fog. The solution isn't complicated. Join anything. Book clubs, walking groups, volunteer work. The activity doesn't matter, the human connection does. The third killer strikes while you sleep, or rather, while you don't sleep properly. Your brain has a cleaning crew that only works the night shift. They scrub away toxic proteins that cause Alzheimer's, but they need 7 to 8 hours to finish the job. Give them only 5 to 6 hours, and the toxins accumulate. Beta-amyloid plaques. They're like rust in your brain's machinery. Poor sleep lets them multiply unchecked. What destroys sleep after 60? Your phone is enemy number 1. That blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's noon. Late dinners force your stomach to work when your brain should rest. Alcohol seems relaxing, but actually fragments your sleep cycles. Irregular bedtimes confuse your internal clock worse than jet lag. Your brain never knows when to start the cleaning process. But fix your sleep, and you fix your memory. It's that direct, that powerful. Cool room, consistent bedtime, no screens for 1 hour before sleep. These 3 rules can save your mind. The fourth assassin is the cruelest because it's self-inflicted. It's the words, "I'm too old to learn." This belief is a death sentence for your brain. When you stop learning, your neurons start dying. Neuroplasticity doesn't retire when you do. Your brain can grow new connections at 90 if you give it challenges. But tell yourself, "I'm set in my ways," and your brain obeys. It literally begins to shrink. MRI scans prove it. I met a 78-year-old woman learning Mandarin Chinese. Her memory was sharper than people half her age. Another man started painting at 73. By 80, his spatial memory and creativity amazed his doctors. You don't need university degrees. One new challenge monthly. New recipes, different routes, unfamiliar books, fresh faces. Your brain craves novelty like your lungs crave oxygen. Deny it, and both suffocate together. But here's what gives me hope after 8 decades of watching minds rise and fall. Your brain isn't fragile. It's not doomed. It's not defined by your age. It's defined by your choices. Sarah, my neighbor, she's 79 now. After changing these 4 habits, she's sharper than she was at 70. She reads mysteries instead of watching reruns. Joined a gardening club. Sleeps 8 hours religiously. Learned photography last year. Her brain scans show what doctors call remarkable regeneration. New connections where dead zones existed. The research is crystal clear. London taxi drivers have enlarged hippocampi from memorizing 25,000 streets. Bilingual speakers delay dementia by 5 years on average. Musicians have superhighway connections between brain hemispheres. Professional dancers in their 80s outperform sedentary 20-year-olds on memory tests. Age becomes irrelevant. Your memory isn't failing because you're getting older. It's failing because you've stopped feeding it properly. Think of these 4 assassins as vampires. They drain your mental energy while you sleep, literally and figuratively. But unlike movie vampires, these have simple weaknesses. Sunlight of social connection. Garlic of good sleep. Silver bullets of learning. The tragedy isn't that people lose their memories. It's that they surrender them unnecessarily. Every day you make choices. Watch TV or read a book. Scroll your phone or call a friend. Stay up late or sleep early. These decisions seem tiny, insignificant, but they accumulate like compound interest, for better or worse. I've seen 90-year-olds with crystal clear minds and 65-year-olds lost in mental fog. The difference isn't genetics, it's habits. Your brain is not a computer that crashes with age. It's a garden that flourishes with proper care. Water it with social connection. Give it sunlight of new experiences. Prune it with quality sleep. Feed it with mental challenges. Start today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Turn off that screen for 1 hour. Call someone you haven't spoken to in months. Go to bed at the same time tonight. Learn one new thing. Your future self is counting on present you. Don't let them down. Because at 82, I can tell you the most important truth about aging. Your mind doesn't have to grow old with your body.